live stream. First off, happy Halloween. I am dressed up wearing just my Spyro the Dragon, whose elastic is super stretched out, so he won't really stay on my head. But that's okay. He's just been sitting in the upstairs living room for like 5 years, so he's a little dusty. That's okay. He still look good. Let me go ahead and get my stream pulled up so I can see what you're up to. Happy Halloween. Is everybody up to hijinks this evening, or are you like me and you're staying in? Let me check and make sure that I have where I can read everybody's comments. All messages. There we go. Well, hey, Lita Lee. Hey, Mary. How are you doing today? So also, I've got to go grab a cabochon. I'll be right back. Alrighty, y'all. So we have, hey, Hilda. Hey, Mattia. Hey, Angie. Thank you. Again, if I look up, I can't really, I mean, it gives me a great eyebrow lift. They're like pulling up on everything. But if I look up, and that's, I just need to change out the elastic. But today we are wire wrapping some of these green and yellow shimmer cabochons that, whimsical. Hey, Kendra, how are you doing? Just popping in to say hi and popping back out. Well, hi and bye. I was thinking of you today when I was putting my dragon head on. But today I'm going to be wire wrapping some of these green and yellow shimmer cabochons with a 20 gauge wire, because that's what we sent out in our October kits. Well, hey, Bun Bun, we're just getting started. I'm actually the one running late today. Normally we start at 4 p.m. Central Standard Time, and I didn't get started until just a couple of minutes ago. So, fabulous. Celebrating anniversary. Happy anniversary. Happy Halloween, Julia. How are you doing? Hey, Melisandre. Hi, Vaughn. Much love from Spain. What an amazing dragon head. Well, thank you. This was the first, like, full dragon head that I'd ever made. And I'm going to do a little bit of a spin for you so you can see what's up. And I made this back when the Spyro Reignited video game, like, came out. And I wanted to, like, do an evolved, like, what if Spyro the Dragon evolved like a Pokemon? And so I made, like, a whole costume, but today I just have the headdress on. So that's what that is. But let me get a little bit of my work surface tidied up, and then we will get to it. If I were my 20 gauge wire, I'd be where I go, because I'm a good Vaughn who puts my tools and materials away when I'm done. Oh, Lita says, I sold my first pendant made with one of your cabochons. She was so happy. Oh, I'm so glad to hear that. Blessed Samhain to everybody. So yeah, so we're going to be, we did a tutorial at the beginning of October on how to make one of these wire wrapped spiders that I'm fixing to make here. And let me actually go ahead and I know I did my hair and put my makeup and everything on, but I'm going to go ahead and flip around the camera so that y'all can actually see what it is that I'm working on. There's my ceiling. There's my work surface. Okay. And so this way, that's the tripod. I promise. But this way, y'all will actually be able to see what it is that we've got going on here. So these are the different cabochons that I'm going to be wire wrapping, and you'll notice that they do have a groove on them. While we were sending these out in our October kits, we do also have them up on our website, backtoearthcreations.com, and more of this particular cabochon will be added like on Monday. So if you're in our Happy Crafter Club, be sure to keep an eye out for that first dibs notification. But we do have some cabochons up on the website where you can just have the add a groove option, well, added. So I'm going to pull off a solid wingspan, so about 5 feet for me of wire. And then I'm going to go ahead and give it a snip. And while we didn't include the huge spool, we do spools like about this big, but we did do it of the 20 gauge for the kit. Well, hey, Varind, how's it going? Happy Halloween. Congratulations, Lita. That's really amazing. And so I've just found the center line of my wire. And I thought I like these because, well, hey, Ella the gnome. I liked this color scheme because it reminds me of the garden spiders, the orb weavers that used to visit me in the garden and make webs whenever I lived in Tennessee. We have a very different coloration of spider, of orb weaver here now that we live in Missouri, so I don't see nearly as many of the green and yellow. Do you have any orb weavers in your area? Have you seen those green and yellow spiders? They're excellent for helping with controlling mosquito and other flying insect populations. Hello, salutations on Spooky Day. Happy Halloween. So we just do a twist tie twist to get that wire set into the cabochon groove. And then I'm going to continue twisting about an inch or so. And the larger we do, kind of the better, because it gives us more space to have our legs go into, the spider legs. And then also we can fit a pretty nice bead there, like in what will be like the body / head. These are not anatomically or biologically correct spiders. They are fantasy spiders. Well, hey, Nova Flame. Nova Flame says, I've seen those ones before. They are so pretty and are a type of golden orb weaver spider. They have the strongest spider silk in the world. Really? I had no idea that they had the strongest spider silk. That's cool. I love the green color as well. And the camera doesn't do a great job of picking up on it, but it is a green aventurine. So it has this really nice, not green aventurine like the gemstone, but the glass where it has like, oh, excuse me, where it has the little shimmer of metallic inclusions. And we home make these cabochons in our home kiln. So each one comes out a little different, but it would really come to life. Thank you, guys. They are North American subspecies. Ooh, that is so cool. Oh, well, thank you, Lynn. I'm really enjoying making spider jewelry here lately. Like, here, let's get some light on this. I have this just idea in my head of Arachne, the weaver of dreams, this like, spider that just from within herself transmutes the chaos into order and, weaves her web and dreams her dreams. Like, I like that. And so that's about, almost a 10 millimeter size hole there on the inside. But that way it can accommodate a nice big bead. Because, ooh, let's go through our beads real quick just to see. I think I want to use a nice big black bead, but I might end up using like a green bead or something as well. Oh, this lava rock, that would be really cool. But then we also have this one here that has that little bit of a shimmer. Ooh, we could use something faceted. Now, the main thing that we've got to look out for is we got to make sure that it actually fits on our wire. So I wonder if I like hematite. I'm going to go with the hematite. And this is an 8 millimeter technically it's probably a Hema-like because it's probably a laboratory made hematite, just because I got those beads for so affordable, but I don't mind it. But yeah, I like that. Really nice high shine. Very cool. And the app just popped up. It says on the screen, add a Q&A sticker. An overrated food? What? Mind your own business, YouTube app. We're making spiders. Okay. So now that we've picked out our bead, I'm going to throw it on the ground. That's okay. Oh, I actually caught it on my keyboard. Woo! All right. Excellent. So I'm going to set that over here so I can lose it at a later date. I'm positive that that one will fit on our wire, so I'm not super worried about it. I'm going to use my kaleidoscope. Hey, Enchanted Studio. So this is my kaleidoscope. I got it camping. It's one of my favorite things. Like, check it. Is that not just the coolest thing? And it doesn't look like that great right now, but I love going outside and just looking at things through the kaleidoscope. Woo! Okay, but anyways, so this is what I'm gonna use to make the legs. Well, hey, Tracy. I love my kaleidoscope. I would love one day to make a kaleidoscope, but I'm keeping an eye out for old, like broken telescopes on like Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace, because I would love to take a telescope and turn it into like just a cheap telescope, you know, like one of the, you can barely spy on your neighbors with it sort of telescopes. I mean, not that I would do that, except for like for bird watching. Those are technically my neighbors. But just a cheapo telescope. I thought it'd be really cool to gut it and turn it into a kaleidoscope if I could. Oh, I don't know if this is going to work. I'm going to keep going though. And the reason why I'm concerned that it isn't going to work is because I'm just having difficulty getting tension going. Lynn says, I have one. They're the coolest. Nice. For a little while, I could take pictures of stuff on Instagram, and it had a kaleidoscope filter, and I don't know if they still have that. Okay, so I'm struggling, but I'm trusting the process. So what we're doing here is we are just using this. I've used a ruler in the past. I've used a different ruler also. This is my first time testing the theory that I could use something round. Womp womp. Now we'll have to keep in mind that the longer we make the spider's legs, the more wire it's going to use up. So we do want to make sure to give ourselves plenty of wire. So again, 5 feet for me, that was plenty. Happy Halloween, Tracy Eller. How are y'all doing today? Did you dress up? Are you dressed up right now? I had my dragon head on, but when I flipped the camera around, I was sneaky and took it off because the elastic is like 6 years old, 5 or 6 years old in it. And it's a little blown out, so it won't hold on to my head, but I didn't know that, and, you know, until I put it on my head, and it was already 10 minutes late to my own stream, so I figured I'd just deal with it. Did not dress up. We're good. Right on. Are you handing out candy or TPing anyone's houses? We saw a TP'd house the other day. It has been a doozy of a week, you guys. Monday started off, we had a gentleman come and trim back all the trees on the west side of the house. All the trees are still intact, but now there are no branches rubbing and knocking on the house every time the wind blows, and that's really nice. So now I'm going to make the petty pulps. Hey, Barbie, how's it going? Well, hey, Earth and Hydro. Someone suggested we dress the boys. I do not have time to visit the ER, right? No. There'll be cats for Halloween. Though I bet if you cut like little ghost hole eyes in like a paper bag, they could be, or box ghost. They'd have fun playing with a box. We might do that for Ember. Ember's super low energy today. She's just been hanging out on Z's bed, so I was going to leave her be. Okay, so there's one side. And I think I'm going to show you what we're doing before I do the other side, just so that, because this is a difficult process to trust, and I really shredded to bits instantaneously. That's fair. Okay. So I'm just going to take, I'm holding on to the thing, and I'm going like that and pulling it tight. And pulling it tight. And pulling it tight. I'm making sure to use my round nose pliers. That way it'll just find where the tension center is. Like the center of the tension. And so this is how we start. Getting the legs to look a little more, you know, leggy. We bought Quality Street 5 to a bag for 12 kids, but no one came around. More for us. Oh. Yeah, we've done a pretty decent job, Randy and I have, of just avoiding Halloween candy entirely. But I was thinking about making some sort of brownies or something. Oh, right on. Lorena said, I don't know if I pronounced that correctly, if it's Lorena or Lorena, but hello, I've always wanted to know how to make spiders. Great timing. I just happened to see this. I'm not getting the notifications for several channels. Weird. Definitely weird. We've been having issues for quite a while with YouTube, but being inconsistent about sending notifications. So we actually send out a free newsletter that probably ends up in more people's spam folders than anything, but it's the best I can do. So I'm going to do 2 little twists. Bonk, bonk. Just right there. So you see it starts as a loop, and then I'm just grabbing with my bent nose pliers. 1 and 2. I'm going to go a little more, just because I like to have them ended in the same manner. But yeah, we send out a newsletter notification just because we were having so many folks who were like, I am not getting notified. And it's all we can do, I think, at this point. But you can also write YouTube mean letters and be like, hey, get your crap together. Maybe not mean letters, but just sternly worded. YouTube even takes you off a channel, so one has to resubscribe. Oh boy. All Hallows Eve. Whee! I'm so excited for Halloween. And so, but yeah, we released a tutorial on a style of, because there's a bunch of different ways to make wire wrapped spiders, you guys. Like, this is not the only way. This is just one of many. It's not even necessarily the best way. It's just my favorite way right now. So we're going to twist. And my favorite thing about it is it utilizes a groovy cab. So it's just nestled down in there into, we use a grinder tool to grind a little groove into the edges of our homemade glass cabochons. And then that holds onto the wire just perfectly. We've made some spiders using like beads, like big lampwork glass beads that we make, regular old, like off the strand, like bought it from Hobby Lobby beads, like, which I love those too. Like, I love beads. And so the spacing on the legs on this side is not great. I'm going to be honest, the twisting part here really makes the wires of the legs come and like nestle in areas that I feel like I don't have as much control over, but that's okay. That's all right. So now we're going to whip back out the same tool, the kaleidoscope, which just, by the way, let's look at the two. Is that not just the funnest thing? Like, everything. I love looking at, you know, okay, well, I don't want to make everybody seasick, but I like to look through my kaleidoscope, like at the rug and at the ceiling, and like here, just for shits and giggles. Hello. How do we do this? We go like this. Womp womp. Ooh, and then you can like bring your hands in. Wow. Yeah, okay. So I should probably get out more, but I'm very happy. Okay, so we're going to start here on this first one. And I'm going to loop through right here. There's that. And then I want to bring this up. And this is where it starts to get away from me. There we go. I want that little wire just looped down nice and tight around our core loop. Saki Girls is Bon. I cannot tell you how much V-Winning meant to me on Monday on shop. It made my day. Oh, well, congratulations on winning our shop update. Which, by the way, everybody, be sure to leave a comment on our weekly Monday shop updates so that it puts your name in the hat for our free giveaway. Just because who doesn't love some free stuff? And I figure the best time, like, it's easy to be generous when things are abundant, but I most enjoy doing giveaways even when things are tight. So super duper digging getting to do the giveaway and getting to share the joy and love of craftiness and beads and such without people having to buy anything. Like, you're always invited to buy stuff, but you don't gotta, you know? And so it's this way everybody can participate. Hopefully everybody can get their hands on some beads. So I wonder how much that distorted. Oh, I shouldn't have taken it off of the spool or the mandrel. Okay, there we go. We're getting there. Hey, Laura. She says, I got my prize today. Oh, that's another winner chicken dinner. Do, 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 do. But no, I loved getting to do the giveaway. And we also, over on our Kick channel, which keep an eye out, we may be doing some more live streams in the coming week over there, as well as on the Craft Along with Vaughn. But I really like doing our live streaming, like for crafting in the horizontal over there on Kick. Just because it doesn't seem to punish us. Like, I'm lucky that YouTube will still at least sometimes give notifications when we stream in the vertical like this. But whenever we stream in the horizontal, like, nobody gets notifications, it seems. Or at least it's very sporadic. So I like streaming over on Kick for whenever we're doing stuff like that. But like always, we will be sending out that newsletter notification. But we're going to start up dragon heads, you guys. Randy and I have spent a lot of time this past month preparing the materials. Like, we got the dreads ready. We got some different stuff sculpted. We've got all the flowers. Like, I think we have all of the components that we need to make 2 of our mushy skull heads. I'd hoped to have them done earlier in the month, but, you know, it is what it is, and that's okay. So I'm just giving myself a little bit of room between my pliers and the loop. And oh, Darby says, hey, can you guys check on my October craft along kit? It should have processed around the 16th. It has not been deducted from my account nor received. I think the last thing you had gotten from us, Barbie, was just a kit. It wasn't a subscription. So let me double check, possibly after the stream, because if it wasn't deducted, then here, I can probably pull that up right this sec, actually. Look at me go, wee! Doing administrative things without having a panic attack. Yeah, okay. It looks like you're not currently signed up for a kit subscription, Barbie. I think you had just purchased a single time kit last month. Whoop. Oh, there we go. So we're going to put here into the loop and then pull tight, into the loop and pull tight, into the loop and pull tight. Oh, and this is all kinds of jumbled and kind of weird with the, that's okay. It doesn't have to be perfect, you guys. We don't have to have, oh, here, I'll send you a link, Barbie. Shameless self-promotion. Because we have 2 different areas. We have the area in our jewelry and more where you can purchase a kit, which is just a single time purchase. And then we have this here that I've just sent. It's under the Join Our Club tab, and that one sets you up for the monthly subscription. And normally I would say you could send us an email, but I'm afraid that I haven't been keeping up with my emails because we went and we traveled on Tuesday and Wednesday, and then we got home again on Thursday. So I haven't even had a chance to. I bet you probably did send me an email, so I'm sorry. Yes, if you purchase a kit, just like a single time purchase kit today, Randy and I are going to be shipping out the last of October's kits after today's live stream. But any orders placed today for the kits will still be October's kit. Yeah, but if you sign up for a subscription today, that's the day that your kit would be charged on each month, like if that makes sense. So for anybody who, we'll have folks who are like, I want to get my kit as early in the month as I can. That way they can be crafting along with us every Friday here in the live streams, which, I mean, you can always use just what you have on hand too. But, hey, Randy, can you hit the heater, please? I was about to get loud. They'll sign up on like the first or first through fourth is typically when a lot of our kits get charged and go out. So that's just something to keep in mind because we're not able to change that information. Ooh, Isis Mommy says, I'm currently making a wand and adding some malachite beads at the moment. Oh, I bet that's gorgeous. What metal tone are you using? Hey, Mary. She says, hey, Vaughn, will you be making more cabochons with the groove in them? Well, currently, Mary, we have on the website where any of our fused glass can have a groove added to it. Like, none of the cabochons, but we have added, like, none of the gemstone cabochons, I'm sorry, can have that added, but for any of the fused glass, we can do that. And then about once a month, I've been able to groove some gemstone cabochons and get those added, but it's just sometimes they chip, and we have some different problems with that, so that's why we don't do the gemstones to order. Okay, so now we're gonna thread on the bead. Yeah, Mary. And then I'm gonna thread through the hole. Do I want to do it that way? Maybe. Let's see. Yes, I love it. Or not. I don't know. Uh-oh. I don't know if I love it. The only thing I don't like about it is I want a little bit of a sharper bend. There we go. For that coming around. And I actually think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'm still gonna have it come down and through. It's a wooden wand. I'm using some red jasper, turquoise, malachite, and maybe some obsidian. Nice. Oh, I love that. So I gotta tell y'all, Randy and I went on an adventure. One of our friends had invited us out on a camping trip for their birthday. And so, of course, we went camping because we love them and we love camping. But it was the first time that instead of camping in a tent, we like cabin camped. And I tell you, like, I'm so glad that we did because it rained the entire time. But it was so relaxing and so, like, just really nice. To get to hang out, and there was a fireplace in the cabin, so even though it was raining outside, we were still able to get like nice camping vibes. Why are you weird? Why are you the way that you are? Little spider petty pulp. I'm just trying, there we go, trying to get some length on that. And I'm just going to bring this one down across the tummy. And I want to bring it this way. And we're going to do a little weird, messy. It doesn't have to be perfect, you guys. I can't emphasize that enough. We are just having fun making a silly little spider. It doesn't gotta be perfect. It doesn't gotta be art show quality. It didn't gotta be anything other than fun. Oh, I love that. Just doing that little rosette. And then I wonder if I can come through the bottom here and come up through not just one of them, but all of them. That's going to be tricky. And I'm just doing this to stabilize and give it a little bit more character. You know what? We might only be able to get it to go through one. Uh-oh. Ooh, spiders represent creativity? Right on, I can see that. I see spiders as a master of their realm. They do real good at minding their own business and like just, you know, a spider on their web. So yeah, I only caught through like one little edge there. They really are. I understand that lots of folks don't like spiders. I love them. I always take it as a good sign when I see one. There we go, just coming down through there. Sorry, I realize that it's blurry and that I'm... Ooh, here you go, Barbie. I'll send you another link. Honestly, it's under the bead shop is the kits. My bad. Words are hard, you guys. Here you go, Barbie. Oh no! Earth and Hydra says, I got bitten twice now, have spidey sense. I know where they are. Ooh, well, do you feel like extra creative? Like, or anything like that? Like, okay, so I'm gonna hide a little spiral on the tummy. And we can save this extra wire. That would be great for making little bead links. False black widows here in UK. Oh, okay. Now we get real black widows here, and I don't. We can't let them hang around. They're pretty serious. Okay, so now I'm going to do that itsy bitsy spider whomp spiral that I like to do. Shout out to all of our lurkers. I hope you're having a happy Halloween and a very good day. And if not, I hope it gets better. Yes, eek, you have real ones? Eek, yeah, we do. But I can tell, like, because we get them sometimes out in the garden, and we get them down in the basement, and I can always tell when it's their spider webs on my ankles. Like whenever I'm walking down to like do something with the furnace or the water heater or something, their web has a different feel to it. Like, I don't know if it's just a different tension to the strand. It's definitely a different web shape. Like, it's not even... It just looks a bit like a mess. Yeah. The agreement in my house is spiders are more than welcome to hang out outside. If they're inside, they have the opportunity to go outside. That's fair. Okay, so I'm just going to snip with a little bit of extra. There we go. And now we get to do all the final twisting. I forgot to add a bail. All right, it's okay. We'll make the bail be on this one's toes. So, I mean, I know they don't have toes. I don't know, do they? Ugh, now I'm just picturing spider feet. At the end of each of them, they got like 5 little wiggle beans, like little just human toes. That's terrible. I hate it. Ah, somebody draw that. Somebody have an AI draw that, please. Yee. All right, so this one's petty palps are all jank too, but hey, that's all right. They actually have paws. They have little spider paws, like beans, like kitty paws. Okay, that's not as upsetting as visualizing little human toes, but just little cat paws on the ends of their little feetsies. Okay. So the pedipalps are jank. Hey, Sabea, happy Halloween. And I'm going to take right here. Just, I'm going to kind of in my mind decide where the knee is going to be. Amazing Amy says, I picture Ron turning a spider into one with roller skates. Nice. Okay. Sorry, I pictured Ron turning into a spider with roller skates, and I was like, oh, that's gross. But then I remembered from the movie. Thank you so much, Barbie. You're the greatest. And we're going to twist once and twice. But this is how I like to do their legs whenever I'm using a 20 gauge wire or thicker. Okay, so we're going to be right here. Twist and twist. And that gives us like just a really nice little, and we can grab, I like to grab below the knee and do our bend. Look at that little leg. Look at that little leg. Oh. Sabeo, right on. Okay, so I'm going to grab right above the knee. And I don't do this with my fingers because in the game of metal versus flesh, metal wins just about every time. What's up, baby? Show me. Bring them closer. Randy doesn't look happy. Ew. Oh, that's different. Look away, everybody who doesn't like spiders. In 3, 2, you've been warned. 1. Look at these spider paws. Wee, they look so fuzzy. Except for that oh, I hate it. Oh, I hate it. Oh, look at them little fuzzy paws. Wee. Oh. Okay. All right, that's enough of that. Thank you, honey. All right, you can look back. You can look back again. Except for we're just making a little wire spider. That makes spiders a little less creepy. Well, it just made my cat and dog more creepy because I'm like, if you were just tiny, you'd probably look like a horrible spider too. But yep, paws on spiders. Who'd have thunk it? So we're going 1, 2. I'm gonna do a third one.
Maddie also says,
yes. Spooder dog. Spooder dog.
This is very important.
Yes.
That one summer, y'all fed me goat cheese. What was it eaten with? Like crackers?
Yeah.
I said, yeah, most likely crackers and jelly. What kind of crackers?
It was probably Ritz crackers. And it might have been, I can't remember if we gave her the plain goat cheese or if it was that blueberry.
It was plain.
Okay.
We just added the blueberry jelly.
Okay. Ooh, right on. Mia says the color of these cabochons is beautiful. I wish they would fit with anything in my wardrobe. Alas, there's nothing at all that would harmonize in any way. Do you have any like solid black outfits? Those go with like everything. But I love wearing these colors with like some loud tie-dye. But I don't think I'd consider myself fashionable at all. I just love tie-dye and bright colors. Oh, look at them feet. Oh, look at them feet. Hey, Misty, happy Halloween. But also you could make like I mean, you could do this with any color of cabochon. Sabea, I love that. A good reason to go shopping. We're going to go 1, 2, trying to keep the rest of the leg caught up with it. 3. There we go. Now, yeah, I just love how it gives it that little bit of a look. And this is real similar to whenever I do these using bugle beads and seed beads. But really, not really, though. Never mind. Ignore that statement. 1, 2, 3. Now we have to be careful because sometimes the wire, if we do it too much with the twisting, it will cut through itself. Oh, well, thank you so much, Nova. Ooh, Mia says yes, black would look really nice. Nice. And I also think, not these ones in particular because they're an opaque glass, but I bet if we made some of these with like a big old honkin' butt that's translucent, these would be fantastic for sun catchers. So I'm just grabbing it a little above where I want the knee to be, and then I go twist, and then I go twist, and then I go twist. Oh, Randy, I forgot to tell you. Can I tell you?
Yeah.
We got accepted as vendors for the February moth market.
That's also in Springfield?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm excited.
Okay.
Now we got to pay them. Naturally. But yay, we got accepted to the moth market in February. But we got to pay them. Ooh, Misty says can make some small ones for a Halloween tree as ornaments too. Well, hey Beth, how's it going? 1, 2, 3. Sabaya says, yay, but yeah, pretty much. And so I do like to have these be a little more three-dimensional, but I'm also giving it like where it's curving in a little so we can just get that shape down. So, I mean, it really looks a lot better like this. That's what I'm saying. You got to trust the process. When it was just big old loops coming off the side, yeah. Ooh, Tracy says, oh, sweet. I know y'all were looking forward to going to the other market. I really was. And it bummed me out. Like, I got a little scared that, like, that I got sick like that, just seemingly out of nowhere. Fortunately, it passed. But then today I got a tummy ache out of nowhere. And I'm like, this never happens. I usually eat, like, mass quantities of grade A garbage unfazed. I can eat used to. I could eat gas station sushi without having to worry about it. And now it's like, did I look at my milk wrong? What is happening? Oh. What's the legend of the Christmas spider? 1, 2, 3. So I'm really hopeful that it's not like in my head and I'm not like being sick for attention or something. Or like some workaholic related, now I'm scared of going to work. Like I'm really afraid of it being in my head. My friend has a band called Gas Station Sushi. Oh my goodness. What style of music is it? It's not. It's just video of people throwing up. No. Beth says, great, trying to recover from a cold. Well, I hope you recover well and speedily. I love the idea of them as ornaments, you guys. It's an alternative band. Okay. I usually like alternative music. Yeah, you can see they're not the same length. He going like ka-cha. I'm doing a little dance. Oh, ka-cha. Hey, Bonnie, how's it going? Christmas ornaments soon. Yes. I think I'm going to make a bunch of Christmas ornaments this year out of some dried orange slices that I have not been using as much as I thought I would for other things. So I think I'm going to make a bunch of like cinnamon stick and orange slice house ornaments. All right, we're fixing to do the last leg. Oh, well, thank you, Bonnie. She says, good, nice spider. Did you make the beads? I did. I made these cabochons in our home kiln. And then we use a tool to add a groove to them so that that wire just nestles right on in there. Ooh, Sabea says make a simmer pot with some the day you make them. Yes, ma'am. I will do that. I love that idea. The legend of the Christmas spider is a folk tale particularly popular in Eastern Europe that explains the origin of tinsel on Christmas trees and the tradition of spider ornaments. Ooh, okay. My goofy ass is over here being like, picturing a spider sneezing and like, uh-oh. Now there's tinsel all over the tree. I'll have to look it up. According to the story, a poor family is unable to afford decorations for their Christmas tree, so spiders cover the tree in webs overnight. In the morning, sunlight hits the webs, transforming them into sparkling strands of gold and silver. Oh my goodness. Oh, a little spider hair clip. That would be a surefire way to get a rock thrown at me if I were around my niece. She loves me, but she'd throw a rock at my head if there was a spider on it. To save me, of course, from the spider. See, I'm just going to bring these front two arms and these back two arms or legs. I don't know. Just to try to help it lay a little flatter. And you could do better than me on yours. You know, as far as making the legs even and stuff goes. But I really do stand by it's not the end of the world if they're different lengths or, you know, just whatever is going on. It's all right. And so to add a bail, oh, Beth says, yes, sounds like my house. I have cob spiders because they make cobwebs all over the place overnight. Ooh-wee. You could do a whole costume of Spider Woman. Oh, I love that. Arachne, the Weaver of Dreams. I would love that very much. Okay, so I'm going to use a stainless steel ring. Whoopsie. All right, it's craft room ASMR time, you guys. I'm becoming one of those channels. I've decided. Oh, like 10 people just left. Okay, well, maybe I'm not becoming one of those channels. But no, I figure if I want to do something, I'm going to do it, whether I think it's productive or... Guys, why not enjoy sticking your hand in the rings? Oh, y'all, we went to a place called Exeter that has these like pumpkin temples or something. It's like a an autumn festival. And they had a giant bin of corn that you can get in. You can get directly into the bin of corn and just roll around in it. Usually it's children, but I got up in there because there weren't a lot of folks around. So, and it was amazing. Like, I love rolling around in corn. And I bet that'd be just as fun with chainmail if all the rings were already closed. Yeah, people who don't like spiders would totally freak out. You're right, Bonnie. And then I had some nice fusion cuisine, which was we brought from home. It was hot dogs wrapped in tortillas. Which if that's not fusion cuisine, I don't know what is. Sabea says, Randy, how long did it take for you to get her out? I couldn't have been in there for more than 20 minutes. Like, it was probably a pretty short session.
You were in there maybe 5.
But he says 5 minutes. Just because people started to show up and I get embarrassed. Because my shoes were completely full of corn. Well, I didn't want to go in there barefoot with like my soggy socks and stuff. And it had been raining. Whoop, there we go. And for this part, you really can just use whatever size ring you have that will go through the loop. Hey, that's free corn. Yeah. I figured I better not take my weight in corn that I could carry with me. But it was so cool. I had so much fun. We ate a churro. I had a churro for the very first time. Well, hey, Tim. Happy Halloween. How corny. It was very corny. Which is my favorite. Let's decide which bale we want. Oh, that one's really... I'm using this one. I've already decided. I'm sorry, you guys. What? Bonnie says, have you seen the Aura nail polish that changes color? Would make cute cabochons. I haven't seen that. Is it like, is it heat activated or is it like, how do? So I'm going to go ahead and get this ring closed. And then I'm going to use 2 additional rings because you'll see since this is under tension, the rings at like an angle. If it weren't under tension, like if these were aligned really well, it would be nice and floppy and stuff. But since it is under tension, it's going to want to just stay like that. Ooh, on Temu. Okay. I'm kind of proud of myself that I still haven't bought anything off of Temu because I know that as soon as I do, I'm going to be unstoppable and I will just keep ordering all sorts of stuff. So, but I'll see if I can find it. We've got some different suppliers for like pigments and stuff that they might carry, but it's called Aura Nail Polish. Okay. So I've got 2 wee bitty, also stainless steel, because anything that's a thinner ring, I do like to use in stainless steel instead of aluminum, just so I can trust it to hold up a little better. Aluminum is a very soft metal, and I'd hate to... Bonnie says I got a mile-long list there. Nice. You know, in high school, one of my best friends' mama's names was Bonnie, so I can't help but like people who are named Bonnie. Hey, Ken, I am making a spitter. We just made a little wire spider. And now I want to show you how we can take this and glow it up. So this is where we deviate from what would have been in the kits. Well, thank you. It's anytime I see like, names of friends and stuff that Holo Taco as Aura nail polish. Oh, well, thank you, Tim. I was fixing to try to make like a bougie butt for this one here. I think we're going to do 3. No, I'm going to have to do 4 core wires. And I don't know how long I'm going to need them. I'm going to do at least twice this length. So probably about 14 inches. Beth says, I had an aunt named Bonnie. Nice. But it's wonderful. Like, I love meeting people who have the same names as, old friends, because I get to remember my old friends and I get, to build new friendships. And it's nice. I like it. Okay, I'm going to risk it. Do I risk it? No. You can make cartoon style spider with cute little boots. little cowboy boots. The boot scoot and boogie. All right. Fresh spool, you guys. Fresh spool. The 18 gauge. I hope it's a good one. It's been a long time since I've opened up a fresh spool of the 18 gauge. Mostly because of my hand injury, honestly, but I feel great today, other than having a tummy ache. But, yeah, we went and camped, this weekend, and got to, since it was raining, but it was like that kind of rain where it's just misting a whole bunch. We just wore some frog togs and went out and like walked out onto this bridge that went onto the lake and got to see like autumn colors and stuff. Like one of the big, like the 2 biggest things. I'm in the beginning of week 4 of, like tomorrow will be day 1 of week 4 of my like workaholic recovery. That my AI life coach, aka ChatGPT, told me to do, because I was like, here's my problems, fix me. And it was like, wow, you're so brave and stuff to even admit you have a problem. And I'm like, shut up and tell me what to do. And so it just gave me like bullet points instead of being nice to me. It was like, we'll address that next. I was like, shut up. But a hard cutoff at 6 p.m. on my work days. We're going to go over it. We're going to go past 6 p.m. today because Randy and I are going to be shipping, but that's just because we just took a 3-day like vacay in the middle of the week. I'm going to give her a pointy butt. So I have 4 14-inch lengths of 18 gauge wire. You could also use 16 gauge for this, but I wouldn't recommend thinner than an 18 gauge. Unless you've really got your bearings around you, just because the 20 gauge can be really easy to bend. Oh, Ken says, do you do tutorials? I do. We have over 1,700 videos here on our YouTube channel. At least 50 of them are halfway decent tutorials on like wire wrapping and polymer clay and chainmail and all sorts of stuff. We do new tutorials every Thursday. Oh, get some papaya enzymes for your tummy. Way better than Tums. Right on. But yeah, hard cutoff at 6 p.m. has been really helpful. And I'm hoping 5 feet of this 26 gauge wire will be enough. And I take one day off a week. Wednesday is our day off. I was doing this for a while and it was really good, but then I just stopped for some reason. Like sticking to it's been the most difficult thing. Like sticking to being consistent about not being a workaholic, I guess. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 coils. So this one right here is actually a merger of two of our older spider tutorials. We did this tutorial earlier in the month for the October craft along kits. And then this section that I'm about to do here, we did, I think was last year's, like spooky 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. I did 15 coils. Let's see if we can get that. Just pushing with my fingernail to get it to travel around. Oh, right on. Well, thank you, Ken. Are you a crafter? Like, do you already know how to wire wrap? Are you interested in learning? Or I say just wire wrap, but next month we're going to be doing a lot of stuff with polymer clay, which is a lot of fun. And then, do I want to build? I'm going to build off this way. And then I'm going to go 1, 2, and then I'm going to come in between them. This is going to be a slightly different weave. Oh, well, thank you, Julia. That's good to know. Papaya enzymes. Randy, are you in the house?
Yeah.
Okay. I heard a noise from outside was all. Thank you. Okay. Yeah, Monday we had a feller come and cut down branches that were rubbing on the house, and one of them was like borderline tangled in our electrical lines. So that was really nice to get those cleared up. So this weaving that we're doing, and then Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday we were in the woods. So that's why I haven't been answering emails. So to finish up that line of thought from earlier. So zoomed in real close. Let's see if that'll... I did 15 coils around this one here in the center. And then I've done 2 wraps around 2 wires. And then I'm coming from behind to the front in between those 2. Oh, right on. Ken says, I only know the basics. I don't do too much in crafting. I'm more doing art. Ooh, right on. But I want to do more crafts. I'm thanking God for meeting you. Oh, well, right on. Well, like, I'm not super, religious or anything, but I do hope, like, before my videos and stuff, like, my biggest hope is that my videos will find people that they can be helpful to, and so that's kind of like the vibe that I put out. So thank you. I'm glad that hopefully I'll be able to be helpful to you. There we go. So I've added on another wire and we're wrapping around 2. Like, it sounds super generic, but I'm a very spiritual person, like good vibes. But I'll be darned if I'm going anywhere on Sunday. I just cannot get out of bed. But I garden instead. Here we go, wrapping around this way. And then wrapping around this way. Oh, well, you rock, Saki girl. Yep. Tracy said Sundays are for resetting. Resetting the press, maybe. Wednesdays are my Sunday now. It's my day off. And we're just going to keep building up. Wrapping 2 wrapping 2, and then coming up from in between, because you'll be able to see on the back it looks quite different. Oh, well, shit, y'all. Okay, and so now I'm going to add on the 4th wire. And you really could. You could do any weave you want. Well, hey, Ka, how's it going? But yeah, I got to take a couple of walks in the rain. I swung on a swing set, which that was a lot of fun. Okay, so it's just all that little like scratchy wire noises. Just happened by. Well, thank you for stopping by. I hope you're having a good day. Nova says, I've heard I got some CoQ10 and some turmeric, as well as some vitamin gummies for my health. Ooh, I love turmeric. I've heard that's anti-inflammatory. Is that what? I don't know. I just bet I'm inflamed probably about something. So, but I like turmeric. This is going to sound odd. Sprinkled on popping corn. Like, it's been a long time since I ate that, but it made my tongue tingle. Ooh, Nova Flame says, I also eat a lot of spicy foods. Got some shin ramen. Great for when I got the sniffles or when I'm congested. It clears me right out. Oh, that's nice. Last time we were sick, I made Randy some homemade wonton soup. And I think that's our new favorite thing. But green onions are spicy to me, so that's about as spicy as I get. But one of our friends, they gave us some wickle pickle. Have y'all ever had Wickles pickles? They're spicy. Oh, and I love them. It's the spiciest thing I enjoy right now. And it's like about a little spicier than just a regular Dorito. Um, well, hey, Lisa, how's it going? Ooh, well, hey, Natalie. She says, hi, I'm new here. Turmeric is indeed anti-inflammatory. Right on. Well, do you have like a favorite way of ingesting turmeric? Because I hate taking pills. Like, I hate it. And I'm very bad at it. So I try to avoid pill supplements if I can. Like, I can't say that. Well, you clicked on my face. I'd take a handful and a half of suppositories before taking regular pills. I hate it. So you just took a trip to the cafeteria in my pocket. Oh, what are you having for, or is it lunch or dinner? We do's it. I gotta get some more capsules, but I do got a big bag of it in my kitchen for cooking with. So even running out, I still got it in the pantry. Oh, that's nice. I want to grow turmeric. Doesn't it grow like ginger? Tums have aluminum and chalk in them. I had a tummy ache and I didn't know why, and a friend gave me the papaya enzymes and they worked. Nice. Ka says I take the pills because I don't like the taste. Right on. That's valid. Yeah, I can't. I'd take an apple cider vinegar pill over drinking it any day. I still can't do that. I know it's supposed to be good for me, but I tried. Like, for like, oh, what's it? It was like 2 or 3 weeks. I would do like a shot glass of water with like just a little bit of apple cider vinegar in it. And I kept trying to like increase the amount of apple cider vinegar. And it was just basically 3 weeks of me waterboarding myself with apple cider vinegar water, trying to get to where I could like uh, tolerate it. You also make a paste and put it as a mask on your face. Ooh. I love face masks. Those are so relaxing. I love them because you're forced to relax until the face mask is done. Oh, Ka says it does grow like ginger, but it takes months to get it started. I'm in zone 9A. Y'all want to see the pitiful ginger that I've been growing for like, we're about to take a turtle field trip. Oh, they haven't eaten out of their, I'm stuck. Okay. This is my ginger plant. It is pitiful, but I brewed it in tea and then planted it just to, fertilize the plant, and it's going all right. I didn't know that you could. Well, hey turtles, what you doing, Shell Ron? Hey LT, she said I don't want to be on camera. Eat your spinach, LT. Hi turtles. We love you. Woo! Oh, she winking at us. Shall run, do 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 do. Shall run an LT. All right, we're getting back to work, you guys. But that's my ginger plant, and so I don't know if anything will ever come of it. But that's my ginger plant. So I would love if I could grow some turmeric. I was like, it's gonna turn my phone off. Don't do that. There we go. Oh, ended up at the cafe because nothing was cooking in the cafeteria. Grabbed a sandwich and now on the way back to Jim's room. Well, tell Jim we said hey. We hope he gets to feeling better. Nova Flame says, I love curry. I like buttered chicken, but if anything's too spicy, I can't even. Do they get sun? No, because I need to fix that, but we're fixing to do a whole probably don't hey honey, can you cover your ears?
Why?
Just so that you'll keep having a good day. Just cover your ears real quick, okay? It's a surprise. I don't like lying to him. He's not gonna like it. It's not a surprise. It's it's very likely that we're gonna end up doing a pretty serious rearrange again this winter. It's starting with one room, but no, Randy, you were supposed to have your ears plugged. Just the house plants. I'm just gonna rearrange the house plants.
Lies.
He lies. Ooh, golden milk. I've heard of that. Misty goes, ruh-roh. We're in trouble, guys. He heard us. But no, it's just last time we did a rearrange was like maybe 2 or 3 years ago. And things have evolved since then. And it's time for another purge because my fairy village up here. Okay, let me show you. Field trip time again. So this is my fairy village. And it's looking more like a fairy junkyard than like I get stressed out when I look at my little fairy village. Because it's like, I find all this cool stuff that I love, but I'm like, I broke it. My little thing that I love. Oh, it's still okay. Ew. Ew. What is going on in there? Well, I just disturbed some Cthulian creature that was in this mud dauber thing I found. But point proven, there's only so many mud dauber nests and old dried out flowers that I need before it's like, okay, it's purge time. Saki Girl says, wow, it's been that long? Oh, I remember the last one, right? Let me clean up. Psh, says the bay. But it's just, I think it'll be nice. Saki Girl says, I totally get it. I have to purge every year. Hey, Victoria. Super durable? Kind of. I mean, it's made of mud. I can't just throw it on the table. They are treasures. They are. But there's some of them that will just need put into boxes. And there's some that will get turned into other things. Because what I do when it's purge time is I take all the cool stuff that I don't want to, like, just give away or rehome, and I put it onto a little witch's cabinet, like fairy, like miniature. And then I give that away. So I think that'll be nice. All right, let's see if we can. So now I'm going to come down. I'm going to make sure we have all this splayed out just like so. Guessing golden milk is milk and turmeric. Okay, sounds pretty interesting. Might need some sort of sweetening because it's going to be very strong tasting. Nice. Okay, so if you want to save your fingernails, just using your pliers where you're gripped tight enough that it'll catch the edge of the wire, but it's loose enough so that you can slide it. And they just slide together nice. It kind of squishes all that weaving in together. Honey, and don't forget black pepper, finely ground. Ooh, okay. Do you heat the milk up or do you let it steep overnight? Because I love milk. Freshly ground. Nice. Oops, I went the wrong way. And then I come down from below and loop around. Ground up mud dauber nest made into a paste is awesome on rashes. Wipes out diaper rash in a day. Ooh wee. Now, I wonder, because I've been leaving the mud dauber nests up unless they fall off of something, just because I figured, do they move back in next year or do they always make like a fresh nest? Because if they are always making a fresh nest, I thought it'd be really, oops, I thought it'd be really cool to try to make pottery out of ground up mud daubers, like nests. There are some good recipes for golden milk on YouTube. Okay, I'll check them out. And then I'm going to, there's one, we're going to go 2. Nope, that's what happened before. Okay, 2, just hooking around 1, 3, 4, and 5. There we go. Nice. And anytime I start to get a little bit of my nail chewed into by the wire, I just go ahead. Sorry, more ASMR to terrorize you. There we go. But that way it's not always just landing in the same exact spot every time. Isn't that, does that they advertise on YouTube supposed to be turmeric shots? Ooh. They make fresh each year? Well then. I'm gonna have to start collecting and grinding up mud dauber nests. But I thought they'd make like really cute, this is going to sound weird, but I have a collection of gourds that I grew a few years ago that are nice and dried out and ready to craft with and waiting patiently for me. I wanted to use a mud dauber nest for like the mailbox, but I didn't know if that would like hold up. Or it's like if birds put out mud dauber boxes the way that people put out bird nest boxes. And then just continuing that weave. And I like to try to have these splayed out in such a way that it's easy to weave them. There's 1 and 2. This is just a quick reminder to, if you're interested, be sure to sign up for our newsletter at backtoearthcreations.com. It's just there on the main page. It's the section of the page that has a blue background. You just put in your email address. We never, send you anything unless it's, letting you know that we only send pertinent things. We let you know when we have live streams. We let you know when we have new tutorials. But we're not going to like sell your info or something. Like that's crappy. But that way you don't have to hopefully rely on YouTube to send notifications. And then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And this is going to be a great opportunity. Hey Michelle, happy Halloween. How are you doing today? And we're just going to push, kind of compress everything together. And this is going to end up going, if you wanted to kick this up a notch, this is going to end up going on this section of the spider. Ooh, Michelle says, I'll be lurking. Have to be ready for an event. Oh, are you out dancing tonight? Oh, Michelle, that's so exciting. There's 1, and then there's 2, and then there's 1. Y'all, I'm gonna be honest, I don't know if I'm gonna get done with this in today's stream, but I'm gonna see what we can accomplish. Didn't have to be perfect. Didn't have to be nothing other than fun. Randy and I are going to be having sticky chicken again for dinner. It's a Thai basil, like hoisin sauce mostly, recipe of just chicken thighs braised in hoisin sauce and topped with Thai basil. But we're probably going to have our first real frost pretty soon, so I'm trying to use up whatever last herbs from the garden that we can before I cut them and bring them in to dry. We've got a whole bunch of lemon balm. We've got a whole bunch of kitchen sage. We've got a whole bunch of thyme, which is one of my favorites. And a whole mess of Thai basil, which I'm really excited about. So the house should be good and stinky like drying herbs for a little bit. And it's perfect because it's cool enough that we've got the heater on, so that gets things dried out and lickety split. Okay, so just curving those little wires a little this way, a little that way. We had 1, so then there's 2, 3, 4, and 5. And now I'm going to need more than 3 repetitions of this pattern, but I'm going to have the wires cross over and do like, I'm going to do like a weird binding thing so that the butt's not flopping. Like, you don't want your trunk flopping open over the booty. If this is, I hope that makes sense. I'm making chicken rice bowls. I'm going to watch Rocky Horror, our Halloween traditional movie. Oh, let's do the time warp again. I enjoy that movie a bunch. Unfortunately, I'm not able to make it through the movie without falling asleep. But I do enjoy the movie. I don't know why, but they just sing me to sleep. Very good taste for a Halloween movie. I kind of want to watch the John Candy movie where, like, wasn't there some scary movie, honey, with John Candy in it and they went down like a slide or something?
What?
Wasn't there some movie that had John Candy in it and, like, people went down a slide? That's all I can remember.
Any number of movies.
Could be any number of movies, says Randy. I don't know. I just, for some reason, in my memory, it's like Rocky Horror, but it has John Candy in it. Nothing but trouble. Ah, thank goodness. I'm glad somebody knew what I was talking about. I kind of want to watch that movie. Oh, Arsenic and Old Lace. I haven't watched that one in ages either. For the 100th time. Oh, I love it. Or Repossessed. I really like that one. With Leslie Nielsen. I think that's his name. I'm bad with names. I'm trying to do better. It's hard to Google things if all you know is that it's got John Candy and a slide in it. Ooh, Young Frankenstein. Yes. We're gonna have to hurry up and ship orders so we can start watching movies and eat some rice. Gotta look for that John Candy movie. He was so funny. I don't remember. It was enough for you, wasn't it, Isis Mommy? But no, I don't remember if I actually enjoyed it. I just think I would enjoy it again. Because I think it was too scary for me when I was a kid. That's where AI comes in. ChatGPT has saved us a couple of times. Oh, yeah? Oh, it didn't even occur to me to talk to my AI life coach. I'm gonna be honest. I do have more fun talking to y'all though. Okay, it's got digital underground in it. Ooh, Young Frankenstein. And that's when I was rolling. Okay, when I was rolling in the corn at Exeter, um, which is fantastic. If anybody's ever in the southwestern Missouri area during like the autumn season, their corn maze is really awesome, both during the day and at night. They have spooky houses, but I don't go in there. And they had churros and pumpkins, like temples. You could go and stand inside. You know how they have like, I gotta pull this up because I forgot to show Randy. But it's like they have these things that are like the crystal healing rooms where you'll like go in and there's like shelves. The whole room is just like lined in shelves. And you can go in there and you can like sit. No. Room. All that's coming up is AI generated stuff. Well, if I ever find the picture of it again, it's like a room of shelves that you go into, and there's like, what is it? One of those salt crystal lamps, maybe? Maybe if I just Google Pumpkin Temple at Exeter. Because they have the Exeter corn maze. They had sunflower fields. Okay, yeah, we had to sign a waiver. I didn't get any pictures, but they had these like, it's just like a shelf room that you stand in, and it's pumpkins on all the shelves, and it's amazing. And I was like, Randy, I must go charge in the pumpkin temple. It's so we would go and stand in the middle of a. I'm not finding any pictures. Oh, I am useless. It's fine. And I saw an almost double rainbow that looked like it was originating out of a pumpkin patch, which I thought was extra magical. We got to set some stuff on fire. Randy is the most patient man ever. He really is. But yeah, it's while we were rolling in, well, I was rolling in the corn. I looked at Randy and waggled my eyebrows and was like, rolling the hay? And it made him laugh. And I live for that. And then, oh, I also climbed on like a giant spider web made out of rope. Well, and I climbed on it, it's actually a lot easier to just barrel roll than it is to try to like stand on one of those like net webs. Okay. Randy is a very patient man. My kids, Kaz says, I now understand why my kids stay glued to their games all the time talking to their friends. This is fun. Right? Well, I'm glad you're having fun too. I'm having a blast. But yeah, it's not to be this way. It costs too much to go like hang out with my friends at the mall. Um so I'll just like, cuz that was like, you know, what I did back in the day if I wanted to socialize. But now I can just sit here in my craft room in my house shoes. None of us had to put real pants on or anything. And we can just hang out and craft. So you can kind of see what we've got going on here as far as like an overlay for over the spider's dump truck butt. Hey Brenda, how's it going? Oh, Tracy says he's a good egg. He's a real good egg. I like him. And so I thought I was gonna do like a weird crisscross thing. I'll probably end up doing that after. So for now, I'm just using my fingers to hold the wires flat, like next to each other. I'm doing a little bit of a bend. Doesn't have to be perfect. We'll deal with that in a little bit. But I just want to be able to encourage this over. We're gonna need the bend a little higher up. Hey Trisella, how's it going? Okay, and then it's just easier for me to try to nail the shape when it's not on the spider's butt. Ooh, but look at there. I love that. And now, normally I don't do this, and I'm trying to change my wicked ways. You got a Sharpie. Or just any felt tip marker that will like write on wire. Ooh, Trisella says it is starting to get chilly in the Pacific Northwest. Right on. Are you into that, or are you like, ooh, I hate it? So I'm just trying to mark like the center line, but out in a little bit of like a V. And then we're going to open this up just a little bit so that, like, do you see how that's open? So that I can mark and go in that direction. Now, the felt tipped marker, the Sharpie, does not stay on the wire, which can be frustrating because the marks will rub off really easy. But good news, the marks rub off really easy. Oh, well, thank you, Brenda. This is one of the spider butts, like how we were sending out in October's craft along kit, which, shameless self-promotion, today is the last day for you to be able to play, for anybody to be able to place an order on the kits, either as a single time purchase kit or as a subscription, and to get the this month's kit, which is these ones, and then like the candy corn, and we had a really pretty, like almost opalescent dichroic glass. But okay, so let's see. Can I do this without goobying it up? So we're going to start by just bending these two centermost wires. I'm just going to do the whole side. Okay. So I'm guessing here. I guess I'm going to go like that. And then I'm going to come down just in a little bit and go like that. And then I'm going to come down just a little bit and go like that. Oh my God, it actually kind of worked. That's amazing. I had very little faith that that would actually happen. And now we're going to come in here. And I'm going to try to have it be as centered as I can. But again, it does not need to be perfect. And this is why I did it a little bit as like a V, is because we need to give each wire room to nestle in next to the other one. And I'm using Parawire, which is a plated, excuse me. Pardon me, y'all. It's a plated copper core wire that I absolutely love because it's affordable, but I get to make pieces that look like sterling silver, but I don't have to polish them. And I love that because I would rather be crafting than polishing jewelry. You have our annual pilgrimage to the campgrounds. 80-degree and above human, probably a lizard in a formal life, right? Oh, and I do love our camp along. Like, it gets me through. Okay, so there's that. And then I'm just kind of splaying these off just a little bit. Last couple of years have been warmer this time of year. Right on. But yeah, we do that little bit of a V. So we'll just have to come up with something creative at the end to join that together. But now we'll be able to set this here. And we're going to have to figure out something clever for branching this down the legs too. But we'll worry about that when we get there. Until then, we're just going to keep weaving 1 and 2 around both, and then we're going to splay those legs, and then 1 and 2 around both. Doing great. Keep it going. 1 and 2 around both, and then we bring it back down. We're coming up in between, and then around 2, there's 1, 2. And I like the I like this weave because unlike one of the other weaves that I like to do a whole lot that has that same kind of like triangle shape, like this one right here, this one I have a really hard time maintaining the tension between the core, or the spacing between the core wires. But this one, since it has the little wires in between, I don't have any of the issues whenever I get back down to just wrapping around one wire. So Oh, Ka, that's Ka says this is so cool. Why do I feel like you make it look easy though? I can see a twisted pile of metal on my craft table. I'm gonna be honest. I've been doing this for a long time. And so it's just like when I watch my friend Tracy crochet, or whenever I watch, somebody who knows what they're doing make bread, or it's like they make it look so easy. Meanwhile, I'm over here crying with a bent needle and like I've accidentally tied my arm to my head. Like, so the practice will bring progress. It will. And just because it's been a minute, I'm gonna I'm gonna show you guys one of my treasures. And this is one of my, and I can't even be like, it was my first wire wrapping. I had already been selling my work for a couple of years whenever I made this. So, yeah, this is my lucky box. So, I'm lucky that I kept at it because we were able to improve our technique. And, but this is how it starts. And this took the peak of like 2 years of wire wrapping. I was so proud of it. That's why I kept this one. And it's one of our hand painted dragon eyes back when I was using spray paint, and just it was, yeah, baby Vaughn. But so keep at it. So expect some piles of metal. But oh, well, thank you, Ka. I liked it, and honestly, like we've been doing this professionally since 2008. So fortunately, other people seemed to like our work too. And so it is, if you keep at it, there's no telling where you might go with something. And those were two very different styles of wire wrapping and stuff too, but it's expect to be terrible at first, because I know I am, but if you're having fun, it doesn't feel like you're being terrible. Just, you know, it's you're doing the crafting equivalent of making those pictures that our parents would put on the fridge and then like burn probably, or something. But let yourself be bad at something, because you've got to be before you can get good at it. And that's how you'll find your style and, your passions and stuff, is you've got to let yourself be a seedling stumbling and limping along. And then I think we can fit one more on this side. I call it primitive wire wrapping. Nice. I call it organic. Because hopefully it looks like it just grew that way. Ah, hey, demented raccoon. Bev, how have you been? It has been a long time. And then one. And then two. Oh, yeah. Bye, Lisa. Have fun. And then we're wrapping around boop. And then about boop. And the biggest thing I found for a lot of projects is, especially like chainmail and wire weaving like this, is having the endurance to get through a project. That's where, like, because nowadays, especially, even with our whole career of everything I've ever made, I'll still feel like, God, I wish I could make stuff faster. Why is this taking so long? Because I'm watching people's like YouTube shorts or like TikToks or something, and they're getting these pieces of, works of art, boom, like in a literal minute. And sometimes it just takes a couple of days, and that's okay. Hey, Isabel, how's it going? Tracy says, Lord knows I've pulled miles of stitches out of Afghans. Oof. Worth it though. Ah, same superheated. Oh, Bev. Overworked and underpaid. Same. We're doing really well. We're getting by. Keeping our heads above the water, enjoying ourselves. Just getting through. Got to see some friends recently, and that was fantastic. And I'm doing a workaholic protocol, like to try to recover from being a workaholic while running a business, which has been very interesting. And I'm hoping I'll learn something worth sharing. But that's been really fun, trying to deal with like burnout and recovering from burning out. But and just feeling excited again too, like really excited. This coming week, you guys, like starting on Monday, we're bringing forward a new streaming schedule. Well, it's not even a schedule, but we're just, I don't know, Randy and I've got some things going on behind the scenes and I'm really excited about it, and I can't wait to actually do the plan and share that with you guys. But it revolves, spoilers, it revolves around dragon heads. Ooh, hey Amia. I am using 18 gauge for, where did that spool go? I'm using 18 gauge for the core wires and 26 gauge for the weaving wires. And this is American wire gauge. So I'm not certain what that is in millimeters or anything, but oh, I started taking belly dance classes again. That's really nice. I've been doing that pretty consistently since January, and I really enjoyed that. Oh, I don't know. You'll have to give it a Google. Though I don't know, there might be somebody in chat who knows. Oh, is it? Well, I hope so. I like humming. Got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. And I've still been pretty, I mean, I could practice more, but I'm not going to break my butt about it. A couple times a week, I practice the guitar still, and that's really nice. And I really enjoyed having my garden this year. We didn't grow a whole lot of produce. We grew the heck out of some tomatoes. Like, I didn't get my garden in the ground until June, so I was like a month behind what we normally do. And we didn't have our garden hose, so we had to hand carry all the water to everything, which was a lot of work, but really, I thought still worth it. But now I've got fresh aches and pains from hauling water. Uh, and so, oh my goodness gracious, Sabea says I finally got a light and tripod. Might make a YouTube video this weekend. Ooh, is it going to be on this channel, Sabea? I'll have to keep an eye out. Because I love when you post, like, you know, to Instagram and stuff, the stuff that you're making. Ah, Sabea. Let me go make sure I'm subscribed. How do I? Okay, go to channel. How am I not subscribed to you? Subscribed. There we go. Okay. Oops, bumping the tripod. There's one. Oh, there's two. Hey, Anna, how's it going? Then we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Thank you, baby. We've got 10 more minutes. Randy, just let me know. So this would sit over. Look at how nice that looks already. Oh my gosh. Oh my goodness. So now we get to decide. I'm going to use this wire coming off on the left. I wonder, does wire gauge fall under? Oh, I don't know. Because I know on the chainmail, but this is standard wire gauge as opposed to American wire gauge. So like, I think what I'm using here is a 0.9 millimeter. So I need more reference charts. But yeah, this wire's coming off down to behind, like off to the side or down below. And then I'm using the remainder of this wire. Honestly, I should go with whichever one's longer. Oh, it's so close, I'm not even going to worry about it. And I'm going to bring these two together. So there's 1 and 2. Do you see how we're kind of joining that? Pardon me. And then I'm going to go ahead and rub with my finger as much as I can to get that Sharpie to come off. And then I'm going to grab around this one. And I'm going to go 1. Oh, wrong one. And 2. And now I'm going to grab the 2 on this side. So there's 1 and 2. And now we get to check and see how all of this overlays. Because this one, quite frankly, this is going to bend down and back. So let's see. We're going to bend that real sharp down and back. And I want to show you, this is something I show almost every stream for the, like, every time it comes up, but I feel like it's really important. You can grind down your pliers to have a finer tip. Because if I were trying to make a sharp bend with these thick guys, they're just taking up so much space, I can only go so sharp on my bend. Whereas with these guys, and you grind down from the outside, that way you don't have to worry about whether or not it still makes a clean closure. But I just get this here, and I bend down. And even as thin as that is, it still takes up quite a bit of shape. Niece and nephew just came by in their costumes, so cute. Oh! Get to the 1 minute mark and Randy bangs on the mat like boxing. Yep. Well, Randy's helping me so much. Like, I really, never at any point was there a time in my career that I was like, oh yeah, I could totally do this without him. But like, he has helped double down even more on trying to help me get prisoner exchange. Mr. Puddums. Well, hey, big boy, I'm sorry, but don't itch the couch. Okay. Or not itch. He doesn't speak English anyways. Randy, I'm sorry, I put pumpkins everywhere. But I have to look at him. Behold, y'all. Kitty. Orange kitty with pumpkins. Oh, look at him eat. He's a stray. And he's got fleas, and I gotta treat him again. But I love this cat. Look at him right there just eating his food. He's a big boy. He's a good big boy. Okay, I'm gonna get back to work. Randy's just rolling his eyes at me. But no, Randy's been super supportive of helping me to stick. Well, he's a stray because I haven't taken him to the vet yet to get all of his shots and everything. We need a couple more good sales shop updates before I can do that. I'm just gonna grab it and bring it around. Do you see how we like shaped that down? And again, they're not perfectly symmetrical. Didn't need to be. Sabaya says, I have a stray I feed, little black kitty I named Boo. Oh. Michelle says, I thought he was the neighbor's cat. Well, I haven't seen him be taking care of any, like, nobody else is feeding him. Nobody else is treating him, for fleas and stuff. So and I don't know how much longer that neighbor is going to be our neighbor, so we will see. I'm trying so hard to stop stealing pets from the neighbors. But if they would just take care of their pets, I wouldn't have to steal them. My stray is in my lap. She showed up about 4 years ago. Nice. Oh, I-E-E-E. Oh, I thought, Mia, I'm so sorry. I thought you were just making an excited noise. Like, ee! But it's...
Got our voter registration cards.
Right on. Time to do it. Do it. Steal them. Rubs hands. Right? The distribution system. Boo's a cute little void kitty. That is super cute. It's the designates wire gauge for electrical wire. Right on. Okay, so the idea here is that we bend this down, and then I'm going to do a little bit of using this wire. We can coil or weave. If you want to do a weave, you can do that too. 1, 2, and then I am going to coil just around 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I don't know why I'm counting. 9. I just like counting. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, trying to get it to where it goes faster. Okay, I'm not paying attention to the count anymore because none of the legs are the same length anyways. Whoops, didn't mean to bend it. But now we get here to a little right above the knee. Whoop, there's 1. And whoop, there is 2. And then from here, I don't know if I want to, ow, stab myself. I'm not even in frame. Oh, y'all, send help. So I guess we can come in here and do a real sharp bend. We could make it a 16-legged spider. So there's 1, 2, let's just do 5 at the knee bend. Gotcha, thank you, Tracy. No, late is, gosh, y'all, and I don't mean to complain because I'm so grateful that anyone watches our videos at all, but I'll get folks from like videos that it's like 5 to 6 years ago, and they'll be like, you're out of frame, and I'm like, I don't know how to fix it from here. Like, thank you for engagement, I suppose, but now it's 2 in the morning and I'm waking up yelling, so I don't know how to deal with that. Okay, well, I definitely don't need to do a full 5. But do you see how it just like, we can just like bring that down? And I wonder, do I want to just take this and go like, well, maybe. Maybe I do, maybe I don't. I don't know. Let's snip it and find out. You gotta take chances sometimes. You don't gotta know if it's gonna be perfect. You just gotta trust the process. And more than that, you gotta trust yourself that you can replicate it on the other side. Oh, I freaking love it. And then we're gonna go like this until it breaks off. No pokey bits. Excellent. No pokey bits. We could have made the leg a little longer if we wanted. That's an opportunity for that, but I really liked that wrap bind off. So that is how I'm going to do the remainder of the legs. And I think her butt's going to be just fine. We don't need to worry about her dump truck butt flopping around. But so stay tuned for a future like a real short or TikTok. Yeah, Veronica, we had made like a basic spider, and then I'm putting this like fancier overlay with more intricate weaving on top of her. So keep an eye out for, I'll show how she comes out in another, I'm trying to be like more consistent about posting stuff on social media. So, but like not having, oh, I moved the thing before I moved to the tripod. So we're just gonna be like this for the rest of the stream. I'm trying to not like produce daily content, but I'm just trying to, whenever I actually make something, and then whenever we finish it, I want to post it to either our Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, or YouTube, probably all 4 of them. But I'm not trying to, for years, like at least 2 years, I was trying so hard to be like, to be consistent about posting daily, but it's like, man, if that didn't lead to burnout and like just making me creatively miserable, I don't know what else does. Like that was not working out. So, but I'm trying to try something new. So, careful with the wire. I will see y'all in, I guess next it's our Monday shop update video. So be sure to go and leave a comment on our shop update from last week to put your name in the hat for this week's giveaway. And sign up for a free newsletter so you never miss out. And I will see y'all there. So until next time, you guys, thank you so much for hanging out with me and happy crafting. Mwah. Bye. Happy Halloween. We'll see you. We'll see you next month. How do I? Oh, I clicked the button. Okay, bye guys. And then I click like that.